Hello, welcome back. Today we are going to do another random palette selection video. That's where I go through my little vase of meticulously written out slips of names of indie single shadows. I draw out a bunch of them, we make a palette out of it. It's a whole lot of fun. This way I can just kind of like make my way through my collection and see that I'm enjoying what I have, because like that's the whole point of having it. And then I'll also draw out some pre-made palettes, some non-magnetic single shadows, and you know, it's a good time. Usually I already have my makeup just like done for the day when I film this, but I thought it would be fun to switch things up, and I'll use some of the shadows that I draw for the month on my eyes in the video. I don't know, thought I'd switch it up. So yeah, it feels like forever since I've done this. May was a pretty busy month for me, so maybe that's why, but I'm so ready to dig in. So yeah, let's switch over to my hands and get into it. Okay, so here's the scoop. I actually did get a bunch of new shadows this month. I have the 9 new shimmers from Luxie. I also threw in 3 mattes that I'd been wanting from Luxie. I have a glitter from ColourPop, and I have Xenon from Give Me Glow. I do have videos up already about the Luxie shadows and about Xenon, if you're interested, just saying. So I made little sips of those, and I think I'm going to choose 4 of the new ones at random just to kick us off, just to see what we get. So I'm going to not look while I shuffle them up. Okay, the first one, Sultry, so that's one of the mattes, okay? Hopefully that's the only matte we get from this, because I'm really excited about the shimmers. Willow, okay, that was like the deep brownish green. I want something light though. I feel like there's so many light shadows there that I'm really excited about. Oh, Give Me Glow Xenon. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, for the last one, I'm still hoping for one of those light Luxie ones, but let's see. Dreamy, another matte. Okay, it'll be nice. We'll use it. And, you know, I don't always do this, but I think I will drop these slips into my vat of papers, and then maybe we will get another one. Who knows? Also, regarding the vat of papers, usually I have a vase, that like really pretty purple one, and I really like it. And a couple weeks ago, I picked this like chocolate bar up off of one of my shelves, and I saw it. Oh no. Yeah, I tried to pick up the chocolate bar. It knocked off. It bumped into this, which is like a plastic boot glass that they would like refill for you at country night when I was away at college. And this like kicked into the vase and broke it. So it was sad, but I mean, this is clearly the champion. It was a fair duel, and the boot won. So we are now using the boot to keep the slips in. It's a little bit annoying because like it's a lot thinner than the vases, but I guess we don't have, I was gonna say we don't have clicking noises, but I'm also just not wearing my rings right now, so maybe that's why. So yeah, we're gonna draw out 21 more slips and see what we get. I think like the same kind of hopes as last time. I'm just hoping to get some of like my really interesting neutrals and yeah, things that I'm excited about. I'm just not as excited about color right now, or just like, I'm not as excited about only color. Like I want a little bit of color, but I want interesting neutrals in there too. So let's see. Luxie Cookie Dough. Okay, that kind of falls into the category of interesting neutrals, and I'm excited about that. ACD11, it's like an eggplant shade from Adept. I am interested in just kind of like trying that one out more, because I guess it was pretty enough to keep when I recently decluttered. I'm not sure if that one, the purple video, went up yet, but if not, it's coming. But sometimes it's just like seeing things in use is different than doing a little swatch. Unbelievable from Shine by SD. Awesome. This is one of my favorite shades that I have. I actually did bring this with me on my recent vacation, and I really enjoyed using it, so it'll be nice to have free reign to use it all month. ACI 5, which is a pink gold from Adept. That sounds nice. That's definitely from the Plain Jane palette. Venus from Luxie. Wow, cool. Yeah, this is one of the new ones. That's like exactly what I wanted, so I am very happy now. Mudslide from Luxie. I think this is a brown matte. funny, I feel like some months we don't have that much Luxie, and already of the 6 I've just completely like taken out at random, half of them are Luxie. This is a true transition from Jeffree Star. I don't support his brand anymore, but I have some depotted palettes. Jellyfish from Menagerie, which I believe is like a lavender matte. Snickerdoodle from Luxie. I wonder if I just did a bad job shuffling these, but this was my favorite from my recent Luxie swatch video. Awesome. This palette is actually really working out right now because I feel like the only real color that we have in here is, I mean, I guess we do have the deep green of Willow, but there's like some pinks and purples, which I feel like are borderline neutral anyway. Ube from Luxie, which is a light lavender shimmer that'll look really nice with Jellyfish and with that Adept one. This is also from Jeffree Star. It's a transition that I wrote X on the back of to label it. So we're definitely covering the neutrals. That's nice too, because I feel like these are kind of more normal transitions, and then Dreamy and Sultry, I believe, are kind of more pinkier colors, and then Mudslide's very neutral. I think this is like a really nice assortment that sounds like something I could have like just put together for fun, which is nice. Blackened Plum from Give Me Glow. Okay, I am interested in trying this one out. And the good thing about it is like it works really well with the purples that we already have going in here, but it's not a shadow that like excites me when I think about it. It's just like a deep purple, so. Swudge from Divina, which is a blue that I'm not super excited about either, but I know I like the formula. Keep It Fun from Sydney Grace. I can never remember which ones are what. I feel like this could be the really deep purple, but I also have no idea, so we'll find out soon. ACI 7, which is a champagne from the Plain Jane palette by Adept. Cool. I hope we keep it like this and we don't get some like crazy yellows or oranges to like ruin the vibe. Divina Meraki. Yeah, this is perfect. This is like a, I think of it as like a lipstick color, maybe call it like a berry mauve. It's a really nice matte. Divina Cygnus, which is kind of like a rich pink shimmer, pinkish red. Venus from Terra Moons. Cool, we have two Venuses in here. This shadow is amazing and gorgeous and pinkish, and wow, I love this palette so far. I really hope it doesn't get messed up. Menagerie Lily, hot pink, perfect. This will also be nice to kind of compare to Cygnus and stuff like that, or they'll just go nicely together. I feel like I'm more nervous than I usually am because, like, I feel like there's a lot at stake. Halo from Cleona. Wow, this is like an iridescent reddish color. Perfect. And let's see, we have one spot left. Okay, we got an orange matte from Shroud Cosmetics. I'm a little disappointed. I don't know, maybe it's not the worst. Like, part of me feels like I make the rules here. I could throw it back in. Should I throw it back in? Let's draw another one and see what our other option is if we didn't go with that, okay? Heartthrob from Luxie, which is like a burgundy. I want to do that one. I'm sorry, but I make the rules, so it's okay. Because I think that one will be a really nice matte option to go with like the pinks that we have here. And I think that will make it a really nice palette. I'm super excited about this, and I'm going to pull them out. I just want to note that this one's actually called Unexplainable. But I don't think there is an Unbelievable, and I think the fact that I read Unbelievable and I thought about Unexplainable, I think it just shows that there's like a crossed wire in my brain. So yeah, ignore that I was talking about it as Unbelievable before. It can be believed, it just can't be explained. So there's Meraki, And I'm absolutely obsessed with this palette. I love it so much, but I can't find ACI 7 and Keep It Fun. They've got to be around here somewhere. I don't think I would have decluttered either of those and forgotten about it or done it at all, but I can't find them, and I don't want to like spend all day looking for them because like whatever. I do have so many other pretty shadows. I am feeling a little like protective over this palette because I love it. So I might, alright, so I'm going to draw some more. But I think I might also like veto them if they don't fit with my vision because like I don't want to get this far and then like pull two neon oranges and then like not like this palette as much. I mean, I feel like this palette is pretty enough that it would be hard to ruin it, but like, you know what I mean? Like I want to replace some of the shades I'm excited about. So let's draw some out and see what we get. Cherry Cocoa. I'm actually gonna, this one would work, but I feel like it's similar to this Luxie matte down there, so I'm gonna veto. A shimmery green from Adept. I might actually do this because I feel like it would work with Willow. I might do that. And ACI 6 was a blue lavender. I'm intrigued by this, but I feel like Ube and Xenon have it covered. Luxie Boss. I think this is another reddish, and we already have Heartthrob. Wow, I'm so picky. I thought I was going to be so easygoing and just get this perfect palette by total random. Which, I mean, I kind of did, but you know. Eris from ColourPop. It's a lavender matte, and we kind of have jellyfish covering it. A mini glitter from ColourPop. Maybe I will do that. Huh. I guess I'll see if I can find that. I'll be right back. You know, I feel like that green is kind of stronger than it was in my head, but I think it will still be a nice addition, and it really will go with Willow nicely. So, yeah. Yeah, this palette's pretty incredible. Hopefully I can rearrange it into my palette with it in a cool order. Yeah, let's see. I bet I will kind of keep moving it around, but I love this. I love this so much. My brain wants to keep calling this a neutral palette because, like, I just feel like pinks and purples are they're just neutrals. So it feels to me like a neutral palette with like a little bit of greens. But this is so perfect. And I feel like I couldn't have done this better if I actually tried. I can't believe I got so lucky. And I got such a beautiful, wonderful, spectacular palette. Wow. Cool. Okay, let's switch back over to my face. I think I'll just do the swatches that way, or is it is easier when I do it this way, right? I'm just going to try to do them as like small contained swatches on the back of my hand. So let's see how that goes. This is the ColourPop glitter from one of their mini palettes in 2020. Cleona Halo, Luxie Dreamy, Luxie Snickerdoodle, Divina Meraki, Give Me Glow Xenon, Jeffree Star Matte, Luxie Venus. I've also been like wanting the Huda Beauty, the Rose Quartz palette ever since it came out like last December, but it's not a vegan palette, so I won't be purchasing it. But I've been meaning to like dupe something kind of similar, and I feel like this does have those vibes, right? I might still do a dedicated video on that eventually, but this is kind of giving it to me. Another Jeffree Star Matte, Adept Plain Jane palette, Luxie Cookie Dough. Wow, that one's so pretty. And Divina Swudge. Luxie Mudslide. Shine Basti Unexplainable. Adept Plain Jane palette again. Menagerie Jellyfish. Luxie Ube. Luxie Sultry. Menagerie Lily. Luxie Willow. I feel like Willow and that green one from the Plain Jane palette do have that same kind of like dirty green vibe. ACD11. Give Me Glow Blackened Plum. Terramoon's Venus. Luxie Heartthrob. Divina Cygnus. Wow, I feel like even all of the pinks are like slightly different. I'd say this Adept one and Terramoon's Venus are kind of similar, but the Terramoon's one is brighter. I'm obsessed with this palette. I did just pick up a cat and I smudged some of these a little bit. See? But wow, wow, wow. I am absolutely enthralled, so excited, so thrilled. Wow. Okay, so hopefully when it comes to the palettes, hopefully I can get like a little bit of blue or a little bit of orange in there too, because I mean, I'm sure I will be happy using these shadows all month, but I like to have my, you know, some options for myself. So we'll see how that goes. Now, usually when I get new palettes, I like to use them for the month, but I got 2 new ones during May from like the BoxyCharm sale, and I might make a whole video about them. I haven't really decided yet. I guess we'll see if like there's room for it in my filming schedule before the point that I'm like sick of the idea of it. But I don't need to like use both of them this month. Like, I'm excited to have them, I'm excited to use them, but they're not as like pressingly as exciting as like the Norvina Volume 5 and the Beauty Bay Nikki Tutorials palette and the Kylie palette, like when I got those in. So I think what I'm going to do, and also both of them are pretty small, so I think I'm going to just choose one of those. I have them on slips of paper, and then I think I'll do 2 additional palettes on top of that. I guess we'll kind of see how it looks, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. So let's see. It's the Rowan 1111 palette and also like a little Ophir palette. The Ophir one. Okay, cool. I still have it in its bubble wrap. I think it's called like the Mini Mix palette. I don't know. I've never been too interested in Ophir eyeshadows, but this was like $9 and I thought the formulas looked really pretty. I like the assortment of the colors together. I think it'll be like an easy complement. And also these like neutral shimmers here, I don't think I have neutral shimmers just like these in the palette we just picked out, so yeah. And then additionally, I guess I said like probably 2 I'll pick, because if I pick one of the biggest ones right now, I might not pick another one, but if I pick a smaller one, you know, we'll see. Red Velvet palette. So this one's not really adding much new to the color story. I feel like there are maybe some repeats just in terms of like the purples and pink, but I mean this is much more colorful than I think the colors that we drew here were, and I think that they will be really nice complements, but it's not really bringing much new into the color story. So I'm really excited to use this, and I think this is a good size palette that I feel happy and comfortable drawing another palette. But yeah, like, wouldn't it be cool if we got like the Blueberry Muffin palette? I just think it would be cool if we got the Blueberry Muffin palette. I'm trying to manifest it. Huh. I think I'm going to throw this one back. This is a 5-pan from Natasha Denona, and I think I actually might bring this with me on vacation in a couple weeks because I have another trip coming up. I'm not going to do this one now. I make the rules. How many times have I said that this video? That's just like me in my head anytime I make a decision. That's funny too. So the ColourPop Neon 5-pan, I brought this with me on my last trip that I just got back from. I meant to remove this slip, but I forgot, so that's funny. This bowl really wants me to get a 5-pan, but No, I'm not gonna go to 5-pan. Venus 2. That's funny. That is funny. That's a funny little palette for this. I guess it works because this has some like grungier tones. I at least have like one blue now to throw into it. I wouldn't have minded this, like getting this in a month where I have more like repeat colors, because I feel like this is the kind of thing I might be able to talk myself into getting rid of. It's one of the oldest palettes that like I still have in use, and I'm not particularly excited about it, but I think it'll be interesting to, like, it definitely does bring something different to the color story, and I think I will be able to kind of like gauge my excitement when I use this as opposed to when I use any of the other shadows that I drew out. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the size of this. Yeah. I also got some Super Shocks from ColourPop this month that when I placed this ColourPop order, I did think that I would probably make a video about it. But then when I got it in, I was like, oh, it's just like, I got 2 lip products, 3 Super Shocks, and like a little glitter. And I'm like I just feel like it wasn't enough to make a video about. Or at least like not now that I have so many other video ideas. Maybe in the future, if I was kind of in a lull, I would do that. But yeah, so I don't think I'll be making a video about these ColourPop Super Shocks, but I think I will pull one of these, and then maybe one other. I guess we'll see how I feel. But yeah, let's see which one of these Super Shocks gets added in. It's My Party. Okay. This is actually the only one of the 3 that I've already used. I like dabbed this over my look yesterday for fun. It's a really neutral color. They did it as like a giveaway for their 8th anniversary. And yeah, it's supposed to be an ultra glitter. The formula felt nice when I tapped my finger into it, but I felt like it didn't give me that much of a payoff on top of my look. But it'll be fun to experiment with. And I do feel like, I feel like my gripe with Super Shock shadows is that they dry out much quicker than any other makeup product that I buy, other than the Jelly Matte shadows. Those dry out the quickest. But I need to like remember to use these and make a point to use these during their lifespan. So it'll be nice to kick off that use with this. Yeah, and I guess I'll just draw out one more non-magnetic single shadow / liner. JD Glow Fool's Gold Liner. I bought this, I think, Black Friday last year. I wanted the Fool's Gold shadow, and they only had it available in a bundle with the liner, so I was like, okay. And I haven't used this that much, but I remember it being, like, really nice. Like, just, like, a perfect liner formula. So that'll be fun to incorporate into my looks this month. I just want to like look at all these at once. I feel like there always comes a point in these videos where I just want to like hold everything up at once, even though it doesn't work. But we're at that point and I'm going to try. Wow. Looking at this palette for the first time in 5 minutes. Wow. Yeah, and come to think of it, it doesn't really have any kind of like deeper neutrals. So I think it like really will be complemented well by the add-on neutrals. Here's all of the pre-made palettes together. I could hold those up. Cool. Yeah, definitely. Definitely excited. And here's it with this. This could almost be a thumbnail, but I need to put on my makeup first. Yeah, you know, and like looking at this next to this, these red velvet are definitely way more intense than most of the ones in the pre-made palette. So to put on my eyes right now, wow. Okay, I think I'm going to try to be a little bit simple. I'm gonna go in with that Luxie neutral first in the shade Dreamy, just for like a little bit of like a pinkish transition. And I'm going to take Arctic Rose, or no, not Arctic Rose, it's Venus from Luxie, which was probably my second favorite from the new batch, and I haven't gotten the chance to use it in a look yet. How pretty. How pretty. Wow. Like, wouldn't this just all over the eye just be so pretty for like every day? Wow. But I am going to bring that into Cygnus from Divina. I'm going to pick this up on like this fluffy brush, even though that's not really my application method of choice. But I do want to like keep this kind of fluffy on the edge here. Yeah. And just tapping a little extra Venus on top there, because I do want that one to like shine through the most. And I think that might be it for my lid. Cute and simple. I'm going to put on the rest of my base makeup, and then I'm going to come back and do the lower lash line and the inner corner. Yeah. I was just thinking how I feel like every time I do eyeshadow on camera, I just use one brush. I don't know why, but I realized after I like filmed these eyeshadows that I was just like holding my one crease brush. I don't know. On my lips, I used this Milani Color Statement lip liner in the shade 03 Nude. And then on top of that, I went in with the ColourPop and Star Wars Dark Lord lipstick. How pretty is that component? I don't know if you can see that the whole thing is just like slightly textured on the outside. And then before I used the tip, it was just like totally smooth there. So cool. They kill it with packaging. The shade's pretty peachy. And I think I will like pretty exclusively use it with the lip liner. But I like it a lot. Okay, so let's do my lower lash line and inner corner. Might be crazy and use two brushes. For the lower lash line, I want to go a little bit more bold, so I think I'm going to use Luxie Heartthrob. Is it Heartthrob or Heartbreaker? I think I say them interchangeably. Heartthrob. And then also Menagerie Lily, that hot pink. I think this look could have gone a lot of different ways. I could have like kept it pretty soft with a soft lower lash line, but I like the drama. And then for my inner corner, I'm going to use Halo from Cleona. Super excited about this one being in here. Just such a pretty like red iridescent inner corner shade. Probably also look really cool, like layered up over like other shades on the lid. But I'll have to experiment with that this month. So yeah, let me put on my eyeliner and stuff and mascara, and then we'll just come back for the outro. So here we are. I put on blue mascara just because I haven't totally finished unpacking my travel makeup bag, and it's the easiest to grab, but like, damn, it just looks so cool with every eye look. I'm so into this. Doing this just makes me so excited about my eyeshadow collection, and just like looking at it as like little curated collections is so much fun. It's so much more inspiring than just like looking at all of your eyeshadow as a whole. Let me zoom you out. But yeah, I really can't wait to make more looks with this. I'm so excited. I feel like the universe was just on my side today, putting this palette together. I hope this was fun to watch. I hope this inspired you to look at your eyeshadow collection a little bit differently too, if you feel like you've been needing that. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed this. I would really appreciate that. And thank you so much for being here. Bye.